How to instantly add more creativity and expression to your sounds using a super simple preset. You'll do this by using aux effects, the ones you normally control via a send knob, as insert effects, which are the effects you usually just load right after a synthesizer plugin. And you can even make your workflow even simpler and more organized with this method. Let's get started. So what I want to do is I want to use effects like aux effects, like this FX channel here, or FX track, but I don't want to create an FX track. So I could, if I would love to send this node to the FX channel, I could crank up the knob and put it back down again, so only this node would get a reverb. But if I want to use, for example, a mono delay for another node and a stereo delay for another node, or a Valhalla reverb for another nodes, different reverbs, different settings, or I want just to have a parallel distortion on something, I would have to create several FX tracks additionally. So, for example, just have now 4 FX tracks, aux tracks, that are just used from this for this track. So if it's only this track, you may be okay with it. If there are more tracks where you're using this parallel effects with the aux tracks, this might get really, let's say, chaotic, because if you have like 3-4 tracks like that and you're using like 2 to 4 different effects on that, you have lots of tracks there. So what you could do is you group this track and put all these FX tracks, aux tracks into this group track. That would be nice, and then you can collapse this group and maybe say these are the steps, so you know. But you know, if you then open, like, let's say, you know, just duplicate this. Now you have several tracks where you have additional FX tracks, and this gets really not good, let's say it like that. So instead of creating all these additional FX tracks, I want to use everything on one track. So everything is controlled by one track, and I don't have this additional send knobs here to my FX tracks. And I can control the whole track via, you know, compressor or other tools as well. So what did I do? Let me just make this a little bit smaller. I used an FX layer. Then I had one channel for the original sound, and then I created, for example, another layer for, let's say, delay 1, and then I can send the original copy of the sound to this original layer and another copy of the sound to the delay. So delay have to be 100%, and currently it would delay all the time. So that it doesn't delay for all the time, I load here a tool device, and on this tool device I create a macro knob, and with this macro knob I'm modulating this volume knob to 100%, maybe, hopefully. So, and now I can just play. And only when I open the tool device, the delay can do its magic. So that's the basic principle of this preset, but I did even more. And let's look on the preset right now. And this is how the preset looks like. It might look a little bit complicated, but it isn't. It's very simple. If you just do this, you have just an FX layer. There's the original sound, and they are deactivated already some effects in here and an additional like 5, 6, 7, 8 other tracks. And if I open this here, these are the remote pages. You can see I created already some remote pages here, and you can control, for example, if you activate this, you can activate and deactivate it here, or you can activate, deactivate it in the inspector on the left side, for example. So maybe I activate everything here, so we're able to see what it's doing. So I just created a remote page with all the effects here, and this knob is controlling the volume of the tool, so you can decide if you or not. And the same for all the other effects too. So what I did as well is I created for all the 8 different effects this page, so you can control it here. And for some effects that are already pre-configured, I created the remote pages with the most important controls you can have here. Like if you turn this on, so, and as well for the delay 2, and as well for the delay 1, and as well for the delay plus. So, and you can extend that. And additionally, I put here some modulators. So you can use your mod wheel if you have one. You can use your Pitchbend if you have one, but the Pitchbend you have to be sure to deactivate it when you click on the track header here. You deactivate it in the inspector, because normally it looks like this. So you can do this one. So you have to deactivate it, so the Pitchbend can be used like this. And the advantage is you can use it for 2 effects. Like if you want to have the delay 2, the stereo delay, if you pitch it up, or the delay 1 if you pitch it down. So you can use it separately. So then you can use the expression pedal here if you have one, your sustain pedal, this one. Then there is channel pressure. See, there's a channel pressure if you have, and you have as well the velocity, the expressions, the release velocity, the timbre, and this must be poly pressure, and this is channel pressure. So you can use all this stuff, and I added as well like the step sequencer steps, a classic LFO, and curves, and you can go on adding here a lot more stuff. So what you can do now, you take this as the mono delay, and maybe I should turn on the volume. And you can use, for example, the step sequencer. Maybe we should deactivate a lot of the mappings already, because it quickly gets really busy here. So for example, you could put that on delay 1 only with the steps here. And sure, you can do that here as well if you just or what you can do as well, what's really a nice idea. For example, you have here some hi-hats. You can use put the hi-hats here, for example, put it inside the project, and maybe take out the sampler from the drum machine because we don't need the drum machine anymore, and then it looks far cleaner. So this is just a normal hi-hat, nothing really interesting. So, but if we put now the preset here and we, for example, use the delay with, let's say, we just use it all the time, delay 1, and we're using on the delay the high cut filter and putting the random modulator on it. I'm normally not that random guy, but in this time using it in both direction, bipolar, and maybe say sync it, and now make it like really closing the hi-hat. Maybe even more. Without it, it's just this. I can put some more in here. And to put some more, let's say, randomness in there, we could use the classic LFO, for example, to control all that. And this is like a random thingy. We could use note trigger, but yeah, we could use that. And the same you could do with the snare. And for sure we have to activate everything. And here we could do as well like a random modulator or another modulator as well, classic LFO again. And just put this on maybe this one, or no trigger, maybe not no trigger. Now if I put the hi-hats with it, really loud, and everything together. And now without and then with. So that's basically it. That's the preset. For me, it's a quicker way to get more creative quicker, and having all the aux effects as insert effect. Yeah, that's it. And I hope you like it. Maybe you leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and maybe you have some other ideas what you can do with this preset. Just be creative and tell if you have something new. So I hope I see you next time again. See you. Ciao, ciao.